pressure, limousine. I am who y'all wanna be. I'm the one, I'm the one, you don't wanna fuck with me. Best not pressure, limousine. I am who y'all wanna be. I'm the one, I'm the one.
Hey, what up, y'all? It's Scottie from Figure Lovers. I'm here with CLAAS. We just got out of the show where he rocked it, man. And we got the first interview with CLAAS in 3 years since the gathering in 2005, I think.
Yeah.
So it's been a long time coming. He's had a lot of things going on, so let's get this shit started. Let's see, for people who aren't familiar with your music, how would you describe it?
Punch in the face.
Punch in the face.
Simply put, my music punches you in your face and doesn't apologize. It's pretty much an asshole.
Nice. All right, so there's a ton of artists who give out albums these days, and you did something that was, I think it was, studio quality or something you could have definitely sold, with a celebrity death. Why did you do that? And when you know you could have made some money, at least made your money back on what you paid to record it.
I mean, why not? At the time, I had Anarchaic come out. We had sold a bunch of copies of Anarchaic, and it was a way. It was double-sided. Number one, it was a way to get me more fans, and number two, it was a way to get back to the fans I already had. So, why not? Like I said, now it's kind of cliche, because so many motherfuckers out there give out albums. But at that time, it wasn't that big of a thing. There was only a few cats that were willing to put their product out there for free. And so I was I'll do the whole album, and let's just give it to them. Let's let them judge and see if they like it. And I still sold a bunch on shows. So, it worked out anyways. A lot of people liked it so much they end up buying it from me. So
that's cool, man. That's cool. Let's see. So, are you working on an album at the moment?
I am.
What's it called?
Taking a minute. Still called The Experiment. Same album I've been working on. It's pretty in your face. Like, a lot of it's kind of asshole-ish. Like, it's becoming a real, gritty album. I always want to do something different from the last album. And so it's just kind of hard to keep coming up with concepts, and then I get busy with this or I get busy with that. And so a lot of things going on. But The Experiment, still plan on releasing it, so sometime soon.
No idea on a release date, though?
Fuck no.
No.
I'm about 6 tracks deep, and I have about 35 tracks written.
Wow.
So, it's just a matter of getting everything recorded and then picking what I want to put out.
So we can expect, 15 tracks?
Yeah, it's probably going to be it's probably going to be 12 to 15. It's not going to be like the last 2 albums where it was 18 or 20. I just plan on 12 to 15 great tracks. If it's not great, then I won't release it. This motherfucker will come out 09 if I have to. It's going to be perfect, So.
Right. So you already told us you got 6 tracks completed. So what prompted you to leave IIE and go to 7SEAL?
I didn't have a contract. IIE, they were cool. I can't say nothing against Foof. He did his thing. I wasn't contractual though, so, it was just a matter of, where I wanted to take what I was doing. 7SE likes to move their product. It likes to do stuff for their fans and make it cool. So it was that's something I wanted to do, whether or not I'm making money or not. Just a label that likes to give to their fans. So that was the main move. And then I've been friends with Gruesome and Low Key and all them for a long time. So it just seemed like a good move,
So what is 7SE's fans' response been to you since you joined?
Real good, actually. We thought we didn't know how it would go, but actually, it's been huge for me. My fan base has increased. These motherfuckers turn their car on in the middle of an interview. That's how you know we're outside. We're the car just turned on. That was me talking. My voice actually turned that car on. That's how cool I am. No, but it was just, the response has been ridiculous. I've gained a lot of fans. Every city I go, when we did the Blaze tour, everybody 7SE, Mission Effect, so it's been fucking cool, real great.
So speaking of the Blaze tour, how did you manage to get onto that tour?
Secret connections over the years.
Nice.
I won't say no names, but he lives in Arizona right now.
Oh, nice.
It's just hard work. If you want to put it one way, I've been doing this since '99. It don't seem like a long time, but in reality, it's almost 10 years, and it's just now paying off. and Psychopathic has put me on. They put me on the Gathering the 1 year, and they put me on the Gathering the next year, and then they invited me to come do that Blaze tour for those dates I did it. So just a lot of hard work. I mean, I won't even front and say that it's like actually a connection. Like to even have that secret connection that I have, I had to make that. I had to be good enough to make that connection. So it's just me busting my ass. It's just paying off now.
That's cool, man. Let's see. So did you get to chill with Blaze and RC at all on that tour?
Yeah, we besides us following the bus around, we hung out on the bus the entire time, playing Madden. And that's all they ever like to do is play Madden like all night. Like no shit. Blaze will play Madden all night. He'll go to bed at 8 o'clock in the morning and he'll start playing Madden at like 10 when the show's over, and those motherfuckers will play till 8 a.m. And so yeah, we chilled with them, did our thing. Everybody was real cool. ROC, Blaze, Greg, Con, Psycho Jesus, everybody was cool as fuck. So it was a good time.
I know Psychopathic is real strict about not having collabs on their albums and stuff. Did you talk to Blaze or RC at all about maybe doing a track together?
No. One rule you learn when you go on tour: don't ask for shit like that. Like that was like specified right away. Don't ask. If they come to you, then fine, but don't ask. That's just bottom line. Don't ask. And I mean, I respect that. They're busy. I ain't trying to be all over them. If a collab like that would come, then that collab comes. But just the fact that I was invited on tour is cool enough for me. So
back in like 2002, you and McNasty formed a group called Full Scale Ride. Are there any plans on maybe getting back together and releasing another Full Scale Ride album? I know you did a track or two.
Yeah, three. There's always plans.
Yeah.
It's just we're busy. Like, I mean, timing, and even though we're only a few hours away, it's just a matter of, he's got like 3 projects in the work. I got a couple projects in the work. It's just, timing's a son of a bitch, especially in this business. So I wouldn't say it won't ever happen. I won't say that it ever will happen. I'm just kind of leaving it in that little neutral area. If it does, it'll just kind of pop up out of nowhere and it'll be dope. So just kind of like those 3 songs did, like we didn't tell nobody and then bam, these songs popped up. And so we'll see. I hope personally we get to do at least one more, just because we've both grown so much since we put out that first album.
So you're here in the next couple of days. Actually, you're going to be starting some spot dates on the Tech Nine Paul Walsh, or are you just playing Dallas?
I'm just playing Dallas.
Playing Dallas. Okay. So
Yeah.
how did that come about?
Strange Music hit me up. I mean, they just, it's kind of like a scratch mine, scratch yours. I'm down to do some legwork for them and promote the show out here. I mean, it ain't like, one of those deals where like I hit up the club and I gotta sell tickets and shit like that. It ain't something like that. It's Strange Music actually. Can you promote this show? Can you sell this show out? And me saying, hell yeah, I can. This is my city. I can do whatever. And then that was good enough for them to say, all right, well, you can play it. So it's just gonna be this show, but I mean, you never know. We can pop on anywhere, anywhere. So,
That's cool, man. All right, let's see. So probably the biggest, the most exciting music you've gotten lately is that you're going to be on an upcoming album called Tunnel Roads, a Psychopathic Records. So how in the hell did that come about? Because so many artists are, wondering how do I get my in with Psychopathic? How did this come about?
They hit me up about 3-4 months ago. About 3-4 months ago, before we went on tour with Blaze, Nathan hit me up and they had they had called me and just told me to give them a track. I gave them a track and then they called me a few months after the Blaze tour, like a month or so after that. They called me up and said, cool, make a new track. This is what we want. Send that track in. And so that's when I made All Fall Down. And so now it's just basically I send that track in. That track gets mastered by them. That track goes on that record, and it comes out. That's my voice again. I'm revving engines at this point. I'm just that fucking cool. But so yeah, it's just it's real cool, man. Like that they hit me up. I mean that shit. I won't even front. Like when I was like 12, 13 years old, like ICP and all this Juggalo stuff. That was like my shit. I got tattoos and everything So it's kind of cool that now that I'm like, 25, 26 years old, at this point they're hitting me up, and I'm doing tours and I'm doing that CD with them and gatherings and shit like that. So it's cool. That track is dope. So
the track's called All Fall Down, and will that be exclusive to that CD?
It'll be exclusive. We cannot release that CD anywhere else, that song anywhere else.
Nice.
So
pick it up, though.
Definitely pick it up.
So you've obviously done work with some of the biggest underground labels out there, Sudden Noise, Strange, Psychopathic now. For any underground artist who's looking, what you're in? I mean, I know we kind of talked about that, but what do you suggest to them?
Go broke.
Yeah.
I mean, in all honesty, if you really want to fucking make it as an underground artist, you're gonna go broke. I mean, and people don't believe it, but like for real, like I've been broke. I mean, I'll travel to different cities. I'll buy plane tickets. We went on that Blaze tour and didn't bring no money back. We made a bunch of money, but we didn't bring any back because we paid to drive everywhere to do that tour. So basically, it's just hard work, bust your ass and go broke. I mean, you can't be, cool about it. There's no, people think it's like, I'll make a track and I'm gonna be a fucking superstar. And it don't work like that, it's, you gotta pay your dues and then that shit will come back around to you. So, if you really want to be a superstar, whatever the fuck you want to do, then, put in the work. Long nights, short days.
So you said the gathering's coming up and they asked you to play again. Do you have any special surprises or guests or anything they're going to bring on stage?
Not at this point. At this point, it'll be me and Ronnie doing our thing just like last year, second stage.
Nice.
And I mean, we'll see. I mean, you never know. We'll just kind of wait around and see, what they give us, like what stage and shit like that. I mean, nothing is like specific. I just know I've been offered the spot to play, through the Tunnel Runner CD. So everything else will come because they're still working on all the details themselves.
Masters of the wicked shit.
We'll figure it out.
I forgot to ask you on the Experiment album. Do you have any special guests lined up for that? Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, usual suspects. I got the Nasties on there. Menacide and Saint Center on there. Loke and Gruesome will be on there. I mean, so it's pretty much a lot of 7SC cats. I haven't really gone out to get nobody big, so it's more of like an underground album, and then there'll be a lot of me. So I mean, that's how it is.
That's gonna wrap it up for tonight's interview. So, Class, anything else you want to say to the Juggalos or
missioninfect.com. Tunnel Runners, pick it up. Go to the gathering. Eat your Wheaties, listen to your parents.
Infect!
Punch
MySpace.
stupid people.
.com/
Scottie D!
CLAAS.
I can't believe I met him. The greatest fucking man of my life.
CLAAS.
Peace!
Now tell me why did you think that I was sitting here bluffing, but really we can all see that if I'm here then you're nothing, I'm not a king.